Mr. Wagner. It's so nice seeing you.
Hey, Ms. Dale, it's good to see you too.
Hey, so I heard about the event that you sponsored on Friday night called Be the Light. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. So the Be the Light campaign is something that originated outside of Wyoming. The email I saw was in Texas, but it's something that's going widespread across the country right now. And it's to really, as we see schools shutting down their school years and not allowing kids back in buildings, canceling sporting events, canceling sports seasons, we're ending up with a situation where we want to continue to build our own communities, the class of 2020, and the graduating seniors and all the athletics that got canceled. But we want to celebrate and bring together our first responders, our essential workers that are supplying to our community. And we want to try to build that sense of hope that we are going to get through this and we're going to be okay. And it's tough to see right now as we're all holed up in our houses. But so this campaign is brought together that with responsible social distancing, the high schools are turning on their lights at 8:20 p.m., which in military time is 2020. So that's for the class of 2020. And it's for 20 minutes. And so it is really just a point of reflection and celebration and something that we hope that the community comes together. And schools are a central part of any community. It doesn't matter how big a community is. And so we wanted to join in that and bring a sense of hope to the city of Laramie and try to help kids realize that we haven't forgot about them. We know that they're online and we love them and we miss them, and that we want to make sure that they know we're not taking for granted the fact that we can't get together right now. And so this was just a small portion of the appreciation that Laramie High School wanted to show to the community of Laramie, as well as our seniors, our athletes, our activities. Everybody's been affected, and not necessarily in a positive way when it comes to school functions. So this was just a way for us to potentially get together and celebrate our community.
Awesome. So this is a photo taking from the parking lot. Any idea of how many people were able to participate?
We ran a trial run the week before with late notice that we were going to do it. And we had just a handful of people, but they were very appreciative, which made me really spur on. We need to make a bigger deal out of this and really advertise it to the community, get the word out through social media, through print media, through radio media. And so we did that, and we had a packed house. It was really neat. I got to the high school about 7:45. And was making sure the lights were set, making sure I got the scoreboard set. But people just kept piling in, kids, community members. You could just see people coming in. And I don't know how many people we had, but I know that parking lot was pretty much full. So I think we had a fantastic turnout that night.
That's awesome. What are the plans for the future?
Moving on, obviously we're taking stock in wanting to make sure that we're safe moving forward. And so we don't know what the future holds. We want to ensure that we keep everybody as safe as we possibly can. Now, not only is the community centered around Laramie High School and knowing that they look to Laramie High School for a sense of normalcy and some guidance, we want to make sure that moving forward, we're doing the best that we can. So we're taking into account not only what happened Friday night, but we want to make sure moving forward as we talk about things like proms and graduation, get-togethers, and even possible future Be the Light campaign nights, we want to be as safe as we possibly can. And so we'll let everybody know as we continue to move forward. At this point, we know that the height of what this is supposed to do to the state of Wyoming is coming up. So we want to make sure everyone stays as safe as possible for the next couple weeks. After that, we're going to try to do as much as we can to celebrate our kids and celebrate the community and celebrate Laramie High School.
I love it. That's awesome. Speaking as a parent and as someone who works at the high school, thank you for all your work in making this happen. I think it was some great talk. Lots of people really loved it, and I saw lots of buzz around Facebook and Instagram and such. And speaking of, Plainsmen, if you have photos, please share them on our Instagram page, send them to our email accounts. We want to share those kinds of photos, share those kinds of celebrations. So please send those along to everybody. Thank you, Mr. Wagner. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you back in the building someday.
I know, wouldn't it be nice to be inside that building? Who would have thought we would have missed a building so much? But we absolutely do now. And those of you out there that are sharing photos, make sure you hashtag Be the Light WY, so Wyoming. Schools across the state have been taking part in this, and it's just, I think, a way to not only build our own community, but to continue and make Wyoming, as we know, such a small state. It's just a large community. So let's celebrate together, celebrate each other, and take care of one another.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Mr. Wagner, and thank you, Plainsmen. Be strong.